What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're installing the rest of the interior on the boat. Also, we're gonna attempt to try and turn the engine as well. I have a new tool to put on the pulley of the crank, and we're gonna see if we can get the engine turning over and maybe even start it. Still got a couple pieces in the shop, but this is a good place to start. Whoa, this looks cool. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So this simply just stays in there. This looks great. So excited. Looks awesome. That's sturdy enough though. Cool, let's get the bottom cushion on. Let's mock this up and see where it needs to be. So originally it was like this. I still don't think that's correct. So I had him flip it to make this the top. That seems like it fits better. I just don't think this is the right cushion at all, but this looks ridiculous. It is what it is. We're just gonna make it work. Is this even comfortable though? Oh yeah, it's actually pretty nice. If you can see how much it's overhanging on this edge, you'll know that it just does not look right. It does not look like it's meant to be there. I think we'll just try and make it fit the best that we can. I was wrong. Actually, the seat is supposed to go like this, which is how it originally was. And I told the upholstery guy to do it the other way because I thought that it might be wrong, but I'll put a picture on screen of what it's actually supposed to look like, which is literally this. So I'm a dummy. But that doesn't look right. I don't know if you can see how much it overhangs around the center walkway, but it sticks out at least 4 or 5 inches. I guess now that I'm looking at it, it does look more proper. Anyways, I'm not gonna get it redone. I'm just gonna mount it like this because I actually think it looks a little bit better than the original way and it doesn't block the aisle. I might get this redone. This is kind of the best place that it can sit. We'll see how this actually works out. I'm worried about the leg room with this walkway once this engine box is on. We're just gonna roll with this for now and just see how it works out. Hey, you wanna see how these seats look?
Whoa. Whoa. Wow. Man, that changed the game right there. Wow, son. I can't believe how much that changes everything, just that.
Before I put in those side panel pieces, they sit like this. These are carpeted. I don't like the way that these look. This one's kind of crusty, so I think what I'm gonna do is just peel the carpet off and paint them black. Yeah, these will look so much better painted. And this one's all moldy and stuff. This is gross. These don't need to be carpeted. Something just came in the mail. This might be the answer for getting the engine unstuck. This piece was $26, but it bolts straight to the pulley on the crank, so we can get a lot more leverage on the whole crank assembly. This might actually get the engine unstuck. This tool might just go over. Now, we're gonna try and turn it. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. Wow. Pretty much bouncing on it with my full body weight. It does not want to turn. I'm not entirely sure where to go from here, so I guess I'm just gonna let the engine sit for a little bit longer while it's soaking. But I think it's pretty absurd that this motor was covered for so long and it's that stuck. So I'm just gonna tear into the starter and see what we can find. But it seems like if I, oh wow, look at that. Look how corroded. Yeah, that's the area that's supposed to contact the main bolt to carry energy through it. There's no way this was working efficiently. As far as I can tell, there's this bolt here, and then there's probably one more on the bottom side that I can't see. I got it. Look at how rusty those terminals are. It's crazy. These came out pretty good. They're nice and dry now, so we're gonna go ahead and throw these in and then get the aisle pieces of the interior put back on, and then we'll jump back into the engine after the rest of the interior is installed, and we can try and get it unseized. Now this can go in because those bolts aren't in the way. Okay, the aisle padding nuts are all in. I think the black came out really nice on these support beams. Now the aisle padding is in, just gotta get the other side. The aisle pieces are in. The fitment isn't perfect, but they were really, really warped. I just need to get these back pieces mounted up under the dash so that those are flush. Okay, the front end is all dialed, thanks to my lovely wife for holding in these two pieces for me so I could screw them in. So the bow is done. I'm totally not procrastinating on the engine or anything, I promise, I'm not. But I just found this bucket of parts in the shop and I'm starting to pull stuff out, and this is where it starts to get fun because we can start putting the little trim pieces back on and hardware and that kind of stuff. So I think I'm gonna deviate a little bit more from the engine and keep going with some of this trim and hardware. I found this relic. It's actually an original, it's a new old stock panel for the radio that I actually bought new online, but I did leave it outside for a bit. It's original carbon fiber, which is a pretty cool piece. So I'm pretty excited to get this in the dash, but we'll install this later. But I just thought this was cool to show. I'm gonna put in the hinges for the locker and start working on that strut assembly. Now we have the locker door brackets. Thankfully, they were actually all in the same Ziploc bag, so I don't have to search around for hardware, but these should just go like that. We just gotta find the holes, poke them again through the new carpet, and tighten them up. So I just busted through this fiberglass. I'm gonna tighten this nut down on the back side of the screw for the hinge. It literally just imploded. Ugh, that sucks. I'm gonna put really, really wide washers on these so that they have a little bit more surface area to grab onto. This is what it's supposed to look like. Nice and flush. This side totally just collapsed. I think the fiberglass is just old and brittle and it just didn't hold up to how tight I wanted to make it. Now the hard part is gonna be finding, again, the holes. The holes in the hole. Holes in the hole. Say that fast 5 times. Oof, that got hot. The locker door is done, and actually, after I tightened everything up, weirdly enough, it holds itself up now, which is kind of cool. Oh, nice. Thankfully, it's actually been pretty easy to find most of the hardware, but it's really just trying to find which pieces fit better. I might get a lighter or something and burn off the edges of those fibers. That way it looks a little bit more clean, but it's good for now. So yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and try and start putting this captain seat together. Okay, next on the list, I'm going to try and free up these old rusty seat rails. These are the original sliders. I know that you can get new ones online, but I thought it would be worth trying to see if I could at least get these moving smoothly, because you're not gonna see them, so let's see what we can do. I've got some grease and a hammer. It's starting to want to move a little bit more. I'm just gonna soak it and let it sit. A little bit. I'm gonna leave it centered so we can just hard mount it. I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal to not have a slider. Look at my absolute relic of a seat that I just uncovered. I'm so grateful that the upholsterer wrapped these in plastic before I took them home. Okay, this is my 2026 live reaction of my captain seat. The embroidery looks so good. I'm so pumped. This looks so good. It's a little dusty, but I had him redo the original Correct Craft logo. I know it looks a little bit dirty, but this seat literally looks original. It's insane. The color match is so good to the boat. I'm so excited about this. What a cool piece. Just a quick mock-up to see what it's gonna look like. It's gonna sit a little bit higher because of the rails. This literally looks like a brand new boat now. This is crazy. I am so pumped. This is so race car. So nice. It's so comfortable. It sits a little bit low, but all right, let's get this thing mounted in. Okay, I have the first rack placed. We can mount up the chair to these nuts, or these bolts, and then you put the nuts on top. These little conical spacers. Don't roast me, I know they're rusty, but they'll work just fine. just gonna move these back. They're loosening up a little bit. I actually might toss some grease into it to see if I can get it loosened up a little bit. That way we can actually use the sliders and they can function properly. Those are nice and solid. I guess it's a good time to try and like load this up with grease and see if we can get these moving a little bit better. I think it's worth trying to salvage these guys before buying brand new rails. Pack it with grease a bunch. I'm just gonna hammer it back and forth and hopefully it'll loosen up a little bit. Oh my gosh, that's already so much better. That helped a lot already. I don't know if you could tell how hard I was hitting it outside the boat, but it definitely didn't want to move as much as it does now. Yeah. It's a little far forward for me. So I'm gonna, oh my gosh, the sliders work great. Wow, they actually did work. I didn't even think that was gonna work. They work so well. They're a little crusty, but smooth enough to adjust. It's perfect. And the sliders work awesome. Really solid driver position. I have made a mess. I'm gonna go ahead and clean all this up. I will say for an old boat, she sure does clean up nicely. Starting to look like a boat again. Stoked. So we got the front bow piece in, we got the front seat in, we got the little grab handle thing to get the seat up. The locker door's done, the hinges are in, that's good. The driver's seat's mounted. Here it is from a different angle, don't mind all the tools. It's starting to look like a new boat. Okay, so this entire time that I've been trying to free up the engine, there's something that I overlooked. When I went to go turn the engine, I was under the assumption of that 1 quart that I did fill up the cylinders with would be enough. But last night I just had an epiphany and I thought that maybe there might not be enough oil in the cylinders, and I checked it again with the endoscope camera and there's basically no oil in any of the cylinders. So I went ahead and picked up a couple more quarts of the Marvel oil and this like liquid transfer pump, and I'm gonna like totally fill these cylinders up and monitor them daily to make sure that they stay full. That way this engine can continue soaking. All right, that one's good. Here all together is the rear bench assembly. So we've got the rear bottom cushions, the main frame piece, and then the back cushion. So I'm gonna get all this unwrapped and start putting it together. Okay, so the thumb screws are tight. Seat works well to get to the battery inspection door. So that all works good. Okay, we ready for the reveal? Boom! I had the Correct Craft logo added to the middle of the rear bench backrest. So this is actually not original, but I thought it would be a nice touch to add. And I am really, really happy with the way that this looks. Okay, so for visual purposes, I'm just gonna have the seat cushions in place without them mounted yet and throw this back seat in just so we can get an idea of what this is gonna actually look like. The seat fitment on the cushions are okay, but that looks really nice. I'm sure there's some adjusting that we're gonna have to do, but as far as the rear couch goes, it's all done. We still have to put in the engine box at some point, but it's gonna have to come back out anyways because we still have to do some engine work. I think right now is a good time for me just to kind of explain what's going on. So I'm gonna monitor the cylinders daily and make sure that they stay full of oil and lubricated. That way we actually give this engine a fair shot to get it unseized, because I feel like I haven't given it that chance yet. There might be another video dedicated, holy crap. There might be another video dedicated to just the engine, and we might be digging into it a little bit farther. The camera doesn't even do it justice. Like, you can't see how legit this boat looks now compared to what it looked like a couple weeks ago. If you watched the detailing video, thank you very, very much. If you did watch that video, you'll know where this boat was just a couple of weeks ago. So the next few things that we have planned is the speaker system. We got to refinish the teak deck, which is not on currently. And then we still have to chip away at the motor and try and get this thing running now, because I'm starting to get excited.
All right, that is going to be it for today's video. I know this was a bit of a long one, so thanks for sticking to the end. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all those other things, and I hope you guys have a great week.
It shall be.